Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, huge mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your nearest Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. U.S. Marshals and Los Angeles police on Wednesday arrested two men suspected of murdering a Hawaii man and entombing his body in a bathtub in his Hawaii Loa Ridge home. Honolulu police discovered a decomposing body at 357 Lelekipue Place on Tuesday. The tub was filled with concrete and topped with a layer of coffee. Police believe the victim is the home's owner, Gary L. Ruby. HPD identified 23-year-old Juan Tejedor Barón and 34-year-old Scott Hannon as suspects in the alleged murder. The two men managed to flee from Hawaii to California, even though police had contacted airport authorities to prevent them from leaving the state. The U.S. Marshals Service located Barón and Hannon in Los Angeles. Barón, who Honolulu police said was in an intimate relationship with Ruby. He was found in Anaheim, California, hiding in a crawl space at the back of a Greyhound bus bound for Mexico. Hannon was arrested in Inglewood, California. The Honolulu Ethics Commission says City Council member Andrea Tupola improperly used city funds to buy materials for COVID-19 community events put on by her former employer. Tupola represents District 1 covering the west side of Oahu. Expense reports show that public funds were used to pay for banners, chairs, and promotional materials for COVID-19 vaccination and testing events at SNG Labs Hawaii. Tupola was the executive director of operations at SNG Labs, but she resigned from the position several weeks ago. Between August and September of last year, the councilwoman spent $1,500 on items purchased for the private company's COVID-19 events. She asked for reimbursement from city council funds made available for COVID-19 vaccination efforts. The money went back to Tupola's $25,000 annual contingency allowance. In its formal opinion, the commission said Tupola's relationship with SNG Labs constituted a conflict of interest because city funds were used to benefit the private company. The councilwoman has returned $1,119 and will be giving the city about $400 worth of chairs that she bought for the event. The Hawaii Department of Health is discontinuing daily public releases detailing coronavirus cases and other related data. Instead of a daily tally, the DOH will provide new data on a weekly basis. State Health Director Dr. Elizabeth Char said the shift allows for a more effective and sustainable response to the pandemic. Hawaii residents are also taking at-home tests that are not counted in state reports, meaning announced case counts are not as accurate a reflection of COVID-19 in the community. State epidemiologist Dr. Sarah Kemble said hospitalizations and vaccination progress now play larger roles in the decision-making process. Kemble said case counts will continue to be monitored, but noted weekly reports provide a better indication of progress than daily posts. The move to weekly postings came a day after Governor David Ige announced that Hawaii's indoor mask mandate will sunset on March 25th. The state's Safe Travels program and emergency proclamation for the COVID-19 pandemic will also end on that date. The collapse of a North Shore home has exposed a lack of government planning on urgent coastal management issues. Last week, a house on Kenui Road collapsed onto the beach along Rocky Point after land that served as its foundation had eroded away. Workers have since hoisted it back up into the lot, and the structure now stands on makeshift stilts. But the incident has raised a number of questions regarding what the state plans to do with other houses that are also at risk along Hawaii's coastlines. State and local leaders appear to be at an impasse on how to deal with the emergency on the North Shore. Long-term solutions to coastal land issues are also absent. The Department of Land and Natural Resources Office of Conservation and Coastal Lands is asking questions about possible condemnation processes, but a representative said officials don't yet have answers. Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi said the Department of Planning and Permitting is seeking funds to prepare a plan for managed retreat. However, lawmakers have not reached consensus on permitting, eminent domain, and other key issues that come with a managed retreat strategy. The University of Hawaii at Manoa has received a full 10 years of accreditation by the Senior College and University Commission of the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. UHManoa has been fully accredited since 1955. The accreditation report passed UHManoa, but also made recommendations for improvement. The Wayfinding project, which incorporates Native Hawaiian language and navigation, was commended at a venture that could be a model for other institutions. Compliments also went to the Institute for Sustainability and Resilience, UH's student-focused campus culture, and a data management system. Finances and governance were among several areas ripe for change. Accreditation indicates institutional quality and is required by the U.S. Department of Education for students seeking access to federal financial assistance. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.